Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Planet Rotations, my video series where I show some things from this week's, what I listened to this week, usually 5 things, and then at the end I show some new purchases, mostly vinyl, shown in this series. So let's get started. First thing I want to show is there's been a good shoegaze vibe going on in the vinyl community. And while I don't have this on vinyl format, I listened to it this week, and that's Lush's Spooky. This is technically their debut album from 1992, although they did have some singles and EPs before this. And really an excellent band, pretty short-lived. They kind of ended in 1996, I believe it was, when the drummer sadly committed suicide, Chris Ackland. And but I did get to catch them shortly after this was released. I saw them at the 1992 Lollapalooza on September 8th, 92, which was my birthday. And killer lineup at that event. It was Lush actually started, and then Pearl Jam played second. It was then Jesus and Mary Chain, Soundgarden, Ice Cube, Ministry, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then there was that whole Jim Rose sideshow circus, which was insane. So, great band, dual female vocals, really cool, highly recommended. Lush, Spooky. Popped in this DVD the other day. I had originally saw this when it was broadcast. I don't know if it was on TV or what, but I had the VHS of it. And I picked this up several years ago, and then just, when was it reissued? 2006. And then popped it on the other night while my brother and friends were over, watched it, and it's a lot better than I remember it being. I mean, I guess back then I was distracted by all the little text that was flashing around the screen, which made it seem like you were at the concert when the words were flashing on the screen. But this is U2 Zoo TV live from Sydney, and I saw them on October 24th, 1992. They performed at Sun Devil Stadium at Arizona State University, where the Rattle and Hum DVD was filmed. Same venue. But this is from this kind of the second leg of the tour, so the Zooropa album came out at that point. And so this was filmed in 93, and it's just a really excellent show. The whole scenes where Bono is backstage and it's kind of the encore, and he's changing into this Mephisto character, and they do Daddy's Gonna Pay for Your Crash Car, and it's just really good. So really good show. I was really impressed with this. Cool packaging on this one. Yeah, Zoo TV live from Sydney. And they do that little special feature where they do a cover of Lou Reed's Satellite of Love, and on the screens Lou Reed sings along with them. They did that, I believe, when I saw them as well. Next one. Oops, whoa, almost dropped some records here. This is Derek. Derek, our vinyl community's own Derek Higgins, Derek Vaughn as he's known. And I pulled this out for a listen this week because Derek has just been really active and really prolific, about to release his second album of the year already, Sonospheres 2. Sonospheres 1 is already sold out, but it is available digitally for those of you guys that don't buy vinyl. But this is Derek 2, and this issue of it came out last year, and it was the first release on his record label DVH Records. And this is the black vinyl version. It's number 74 of 150, and Derek signed it for me right there. Really enjoy this. I'm not sure if there's copies of this available. You will have to seek it out, and I'll post a link in my playlist link below, and you guys can check. If you go over to my blog and you click on the title for this album, there's a link to Derek's website where there should be ordering information. So he's very cool. This next one, I think this band really doesn't get a lot of credit that they deserve. This was their debut album. It was from 1983. And it's Gene Loves Jezebel. This is Promise. I know I posted this up in the vinyl community yesterday or the day before. And it's a shame because the two brothers didn't twin brothers. You know, their relationship was pretty strained. So now there's two different Gene Loves Jezebel. Each brother has their own version of the band. My band Audra got to play with them in I think it was 1997 on their 15th anniversary tour. They played at a club in Mesa called the Nile Theater. So we got to open to them, hang out with them. Very cool, and that was one of the time they reunited. And then shortly after that, it dissolved again. But then we did get to play with one of the brothers again, Michael, in San Diego at a club called Cane's. We played with them, I think that was 2003. But this is their first one. This is on Geffen/Situation 2. And it's really killer. Upstairs, Bruises, Pop Tarantula, Shower Me with Brittle Punches. They're all really good. The sound of this album, I think, is just really big. I love the guitar tones, the bass, the drums. Everything about it is just really cool. This is my favorite. Although Discover kind of gets pulled up because of their big hit with Desire. For me, this is their absolute best album. So if you run across this one, and it should not be too hard to find, grab it. It's excellent. I think it's an excellent album. And this is Gene Loves Jezebel with Promise. I'll show you one more here. Another one I pulled out this morning and gave it a listen. A band with a huge catalog. This is the legendary Pink Dots, and this is the Golden Age. This came out in 1989. Another band that has a lot of no mainstream success really, but a really good cult band. I've seen them live many times. I have a lot of their stuff on CD. Their vinyls, it's kind of hard to track down out in the wild these days, but great band, huge diverse catalog, and yeah, if you see anything by them, CD, vinyl, pick it up. Especially the vinyl is really difficult to find. Some cool tracks on here. The More It Changes is a great one. Hotel Noir, the Maniac, just really cool. That's the legendary Pink Dots. All right, so that's it for what I listened to, or a small percentage of what I listened to. So let me show you some. I think I picked. What did I grab? 5 things here over the last few weeks that I've picked up. The first one is John Hassell and Brian Eno's. This is Possible Music's Fourth World Volume 1. This came out in 1980 on Editions EG, and features, let's see who all is on here. Brian Eno, of course, John Hassell. Just gonna read through some of this stuff here. Yeah, sorry, I can't give you a little bit more insight. I haven't listened to this yet. When I bought it, it was really cheap. It was just a couple $, but it was really warped. So I was able to rescue it by cooking it in my vinyl flat, and which I will do a video feature on here in the near future. But I was able to save this unplayable record. I could tell it was warped at the store. Used my vinyl flat, flattened it up, and now it's totally flat. So I'll feature that in the near future here, but I just wanted to show it. Yeah. And I go to Goodwill's a lot, just in looking for, you know, whatever I see, tapes, CDs, records. But you know, there comes a point where you look through the vinyl and you always see the same. You guys know it. You always see the same things over and over again, scratched up records by the same artists. And then so there comes times where I go in and I don't even bother to look at the vinyl just because it's just so frustrating. But I happen to just take a little peek just in hopes that there might be something cool, and I finally found something that was definitely worth bringing home. And this is the Christine soundtrack. When I first saw it, I thought it was the Laserdisc, because a lot of times there's stacks of laser discs at the Goodwills. So this is a cool score. I'm a huge Stephen King fan, and I'm a huge horror film fan, and I love horror soundtracks, especially 80s ones. And this is John Carpenter's Christine, about the car that comes to life, and the car has a life of its own. So all the music that comes out of the car is all from the time period that the car was made. I forgot what kind of car it was, but you can see a picture of it right there. Still in the shrink wrap, still with the original price tag department on there. And so the music on here is like Buddy Holly, Johnny Ace, Little Richard, Keep on Knocking 'Cause You Can't Come In, Boney Maroney, just a lot of cool stuff. So that was a really, really good find. It's on Motown. Yeah, so Goodwill. Thank you. Thanks, Goodwill. And the last three I'm going to show were a purchase I made from a vinyl community member who had put up some records that he was wanted to get rid of. So I picked these up for a really good price. Thanks, Carl. And first one is the National's Alligator. I have this on CD. I've seen the National live. Really good album. So I picked that up from him. I'll just pull this out real quick. There's the inner sleeve, and they're in a separate sleeve. That's Alligator from 2005. And then in 2007 they released Boxer, which was excellent album. Fake Empire, Apartment Story, two incredible songs. If you're unfamiliar with the National, take a look at those two tracks. I'll put the titles up. Fake Empire, Apartment Story. Really great tracks. So yeah, that's the National. And lastly, I'm going to show you the other album I picked up from Carl. This is Peter Buck's solo album. His first solo album since REM has disbanded. This came out just, I think it was in October of 2012. And it's limited to only 2,000 copies. Mississippi, what is it on? Mississippi/Change Records. And not available on CD, not available digitally, only vinyl. And it's only, as I said, 2,000 copies. Lots of guest appearances on this album. I know Mike Mills from REM's on here. I forgot her name. It's Jenny something, who plays in the Decemberists. There's her picture. Lenny Kaye from Patti Smith's band is on this. Bill Rieflin, who played with Ministry but also was the drummer in REM after Bill Berry left. So I haven't had a chance to give this one a spin yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. I know some other vinyl community members have grabbed this. I know Henry to the Boy Ellis has gotten it Warren, so I'm looking forward to joining in the party here and seeing how this one sounds. And there's a little picture of a dog there. So anyways, very cool. That's Peter Buck's solo album. So thanks for watching, guys. I will talk to you soon. This has been an episode of Planet Rotations. I believe it's number 78. I could be wrong. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.